Hello, my name is Viola Edward, and I'm so pleased to be with you today. Thank you, Hellenic, for this invitation. I'm so pleased to be collaborating with you, dear Hellenic Argiru, in many of the things you do around of the world. And today we are celebrating youth. What can I tell you about youth? First of all, take care of your physical integrity, take care of your emotional and mental integrity, take care of your spirituality, take care of yourself. But that take care with maybe with wildness and with being with eyes open when you go into new experiences. I am the CEO, a co-founder of Great Academy, and I'm a transcultural psychotherapist, always wanted to be a psychologist and a teacher. And nowadays, I am the author of 2 books and the co-author of 13 books, and I'm international speaker in Spanish and English, and sometimes I dare to do it in Arabic. So when Hellenic was asking me, and we were talking about this youth summit, I always remember myself as a very young person, always, because I started my working life at the age of 13. And at the age of 13, when we did our second migration, I had to stop schooling, formal schooling and work. But I was such a book girl and wanted always to keep learning and to become somebody. I have that thing inside of me that really I will influence a part of the world. I will make a change. And that happened. And I was like very much engaged with my study and with my work and with all these strengths and passion and work. And as my husband called it, grit. I have that grit to do so many things. I also had a lot of strengths to self-destruct. And it was for some years, there were these 2 of me, one who wanted the best and who wanted to make the change in the world, and the other one who was destructing, self-sabotaging herself along the path. And why I'm telling you about that, I'm telling you this because what saved me and what helped me to become the woman I am today, it was mentoring. And it was really listening to those mentors that life was putting, was just, yes, putting on my path. And at the beginning, surely I couldn't listen properly, but in my early 20s, I met a psychotherapist, a psychiatrist, mentor, beautiful methodology he was working with, the transactional analysis. And he used to teach about, I am okay, you are okay. And finally, I get that invitation and I went to one of those groups. And I think it was one of these first awakening that I have, even though I'm reading about psychology since I'm 11, 13. And when I become like 16, 17 years old, I get very involved with psychology and with philosophy and used to read and go to several groups, but it was talking and sharing with this wildness and vehemency that youth have. I remember when I went to that first group of self-development, I managed to see these 2 parts of me. And I think also it was very good that I immersed on it because I did very many questions. I let myself go. I think I cry and I laugh, and I really let go and trust the process. And that helped me a lot, that this doctor noticed me and he invited me to the second one. And even though I didn't have money or time for the second one, he gave me a scholarship and he said, come and do the second one, because after you do 2 more, maybe you will be assisting me in some workshops. And I said, but I'm not a psychologist. He said, but you're going to be a very good one. And that how it happened, because then I make the effort and I went to the second and I went to the third. And still, it's not like my life become very smooth. I still managed to keep sabotaging myself here and there, but I start having like consciousness about it. I managed to see what I was doing to myself. It seems like at the beginning I couldn't stop it, but I could manage to see it. until it come a time that I was quite skilled to be able to see it and to ask for help, because I noticed, I proved that by myself, I could not do it. And then that was the time that I went into therapy and did some more studies, and also discover meditation, mindfulness. And I was lucky enough to discover breath work, and all that make like a huge joint for huge, how can I say, it was like joining forces of dynamic that helped me to rise from the pain and from the several things that had happened in my life. And that was a key for me. And I'm sharing that with you because even though I could not continue in my formal education because of the migration, and my country was in a war, we could not return there, and I was the elder of the family, so I had to all of us, we had to work. But because of this awakening, I managed to follow, and I managed to find and follow alternative education, what we call non-formal education. So I didn't let go of my dreams, and I just had to wait a little bit so my dreams become as I wanted them. But every week, every year, every month, I managed to get something of my dream, and I managed to do something for somebody else. And this is what I learned from my mother. We have moved several countries, and we have moved several houses. And I remember my mother always coming when we moved to a new house. She will cook. She was a cook. And she will go to the neighbor with something in her hand, and she will say, my name is so-so, and we just moved here, and I want you to count on us. I cook, I do this, those are my daughters. And she was not asking for help. She was, even though she needed so much, she was always offering help. And I think me and my sister, we learn about that. And this is what makes us to be who we are, is how with generosity to be able to give to others as much as we can. Because even though life was difficult, there were other people who had more difficulties than us. And this is also a quality of the mentor. The mentor give with generosity. What we do is we use in a structural and scientific way those experiences that we went into in life to be able to help others that are going to similar path. And I think any of you can be mentor. We need a lot of mentors for youth. So because all of you had already some experiences in life. So I'm so pleased that you are in this summit. And if you are listening to me now, means that you are in the summit that Hellenic Arshiro created. And I'm so pleased that at your age and wherever you are in the world, you already are engaged with summit like this. And I want you to count on me. And I want you to please never, never leave your pain alone. And also in your creative process, ask for help. Because you know what happened? If you ask for support while you're creating, you can save time, energy, resources. And there is so many of us in life that we would love to support you in your process. I wish you the best of the best in your life. I wish you awareness. I wish you love. I wish you help. I wish you health. And I said it by mistake, I wish you help, but I mean it. I wish you that you learn how to ask for help as soon as you need it. Don't wait. There is no need to wait. Bye-bye for now. And I hope to see you very soon in some of these summits.